Hi, I'm Morgan. This volunteering changed my life.
How was college for you?
It was okay. It weren't the best. Around that time, I was about 17, 18, and I was getting in a bit of trouble. I was drinking quite a lot with my friends. I'd get into fights. I'd come home with stupid o'clock at night with scrapes all over my face. It started getting worse when I started taking drugs because everyone else was, and I sort of fell into the pattern with them. It weren't good, but the one time I got arrested down Barry Island for sticking up for my sister, but I was still under the influence of it. But then the second offence I had, where I had another fight and got into a bit of a fight with the police as well. I turned up for court and my solicitor said the usual thing, bring your bags. I had my cell number, which is pretty much just waiting for me to come in. And I was told by my solicitor, before you go back in now for the sentencing, make sure you say bye to your family and friends. So I couldn't even look at my family, I was so embarrassed. I was called up, so I stood up, and I couldn't believe I was told I got away by the skin of my teeth. And it was mind-blowing. It was on tag for 6 months. Your friends don't stick by you because you have to be in at 7 o'clock. You're stuck at home, your family don't want to speak to you because it's a bit of an embarrassment. You've let everyone down. And unfortunately for me, a family relative passed away. And then the funeral come, where I was allowed to attend, but I was given an extra hour. My stepdad's car broke down and I was late coming home, and I got home at 10 o'clock. But at the time, they were outside my house, and I held my hands up straight away and said, listen, I am late, but it's not my fault. And they could see that because I was arriving in a big AA truck, and it sort of made me realise how close I was to jail. I sat down and I had a conversation with my gramp and my dad, and they were just saying it's about time we just put an end to it all now. And all my friends were getting jobs, and it was just sort of me left behind, where I had all these criminal records lined up. I was applying for the jobs, and every single one was either being rejected, I wouldn't hear nothing back. Nowhere. And I had a phone call off St Charles's Trust. I met up with Jess, said to me about volunteering, and to be honest I never really thought about volunteering before. And then she said about the Vale Volunteer Bureau, and straight away they were really warm and welcoming. It was quite shocking that they didn't really judge you for what you were, they were judging you for what you're going to be. And we were applying for, it sounded like a bit of a dream job, about working away, get me out of Barry to work. And within a space of a week we had a phone call back saying, you're successful, you have an interview. It was like, it's like the opening to the change, if you like. I went away then, I went home, and I knew I had to have an operation to have my tonsils removed. I ended up having a blood clot, and during the process, and then I had to go back down and have the blood clot removed, which took about a day or two. And then straight after the blood clot, my lung collapsed. I was devastated, but one day I was in hospital and a telephone called, so I answered, and I could barely speak. And I was told that I'd been accepted by World of Play to go away. So I was really like, I gotta get out of here, I need to get out, I need this. And I rang Jess and I said, oh Jess, I'm out of hospital now, it's okay. And then I spoke to her the next day and I had a phone call 2 minutes after saying, it's World at Play, you're leaving tomorrow. If I knew this and we were shopping, I'd say about from 10 o'clock in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon where shops were shutting, and we were just darting in and out, getting everything. The first time I met World of Play, we were at Atlantic College doing our week training, and then we went straight away over to Germany where we were teaching. Went over to the more scary part, which is like Bosnia, Kosovo, Serbia. It was just life-changing. We were teaching children, adults, people with disabilities as well. It makes you into a total different person. It makes you really respect life over here. And whilst I was over there, gave me the opportunity to gain my Sports Leadership Award, and that's opened so many opportunities for me. Honestly, I don't feel like Morgan anymore. I feel like a completely new person. You have to give it a shot. Honestly, if you don't, you'll just regret it for the rest of your life. It's the best feeling you'll ever have, giving something else back.